Roadman, driving in the road van. Well, I'm not driving yet. I'm about to. Before I do, though, I wanted to get a couple of things off my chest from what went down over the weekend. We'll start with late in the week, Friday. Browns signed Joe Flacco as a free agent quarterback, $4 million. He's not going to win them a Super Bowl. Is he better than Jameis Winston? Is he better than Dorian Thompson-Robinson? I think we all know the answer to that. Yes. He and Kenny Pickett, is that an upgrade over last year's quarterback room? Yes. How much? I don't know. We'll see what they do in the draft. So, okay, you signed Joe Flacco. You admitted your mistake by not bringing him back then last year, right? Because you didn't want to hear the Joe Flacco chants when Deshaun Watson sucked, so you didn't sign him. Now you bring him back. I don't know if he can provide the same magic that he did a couple of years ago when he was the comeback player of the year, but we all know who Joe Flacco is, right? There'll be some good games. There'll be some 300-yard games, but he will also throw some key interceptions and lose you some games. So we'll just leave it at that and see what they do in the draft at the quarterback position. The Cavaliers' regular season is over, 64-18, the final record. They win the East by 3 over Boston, so they are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. They're the number 2 overall seed, with OKC having home court in the NBA Finals if they get there. All right, so that's where the Cavaliers are at. The big key is, how banged up is Donovan Mitchell? That ankle injury. He missed the last 4 games. They won't play till next weekend. Is that enough time, enough rest for that ankle to heal? If not, is he going to be able to play through it the entire postseason? My expectations for the Cavaliers this postseason, I said it at the beginning of the season, I'll stand by it right now. I expect them to get to at least the Eastern Conference Finals this year against the Boston Celtics. Anything short of that will be a major disappointment for 2 reasons. Number 1, I expected that before the season started, taking that next step, that progression, right? And then number 2, after the year they had in the regular season, number 1 seed, home court advantage throughout the East, they've got to at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals, in my opinion, for this season to be considered a very successful one. Do I think they can beat Boston? It's going to be tough to beat them 4 times in a 7-game series, but with home court advantage, you want to at least get to that 7th game and see what happens. So Cavaliers, core 4, Darius Garland, he played outstanding this year. He had a little slump towards the end of the season. Hopefully he's broken out of that, and he'll be good to go. We mentioned Donovan Mitchell coming back from that ankle injury. We'll see how that responds. He should be 1st or 2nd team All-NBA. Evan Mobley, I think he's the key to the playoffs. If Evan Mobley can go double-double and be that defensive presence, which should win him the Defensive Player of the Year, then I think that gives the Cavaliers a better chance to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and he'll have to play big in that Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics if the Cavaliers are to knock off the Celtics in that series. And Jared Allen, 82 games. I know he only played a minute today, but he played in all 82 games. Wanted to show his toughness, wanted to show his availability, and what's the most important ability come playoff time? Availability. And it looks like all the Cavaliers will be available, although some are a little bit dinged up. We'll see how that affects their run in the Eastern Conference. And last but not least, I don't know about you all out there, I'm exhausted from watching the Masters today. I watched it from start to finish, 2 o'clock to 7:30, 5.5 hours of seeing if Rory McIlroy could win his first green jacket and become only the 6th player in golf history to win the career Grand Slam. And the answer to both of those questions was yes, he could. He did. But what a ride it was, man. Cedar Point's going to name a new roller coaster after Rory McIlroy, called the Rory or the McIlroy. My goodness, the ups and downs, the twists and turns, some of the worst shots we've ever seen him hit, some of the best shots we've ever seen him hit. He needed overtime or the first playoff hole to get it done, but he did get it done. He gets the green jacket, and talk about lifting a weight off someone's shoulders. Remember when Steve Young finally won the Super Bowl? He kind of, did that on camera, got that weight, get that monkey off my back, that weight off my shoulders. That was Rory's reaction on the first playoff hole on the 18th green when he sank that putt to beat Justin Rose. Congratulations to Rory McIlroy. An unbelievable ride today from him on the edge of my seat watching the Masters the entire time, and I'm looking forward to talking to Jimmy Hanlon about it. I was texting him throughout the entire final round today. We're going to have Jimmy Hanlon on the Kenny and JT show tomorrow, somewhere between 3 and 5 p.m. So if you want to hear what Jimmy Hanlon had to say about the Masters and Rory, you can tune in tomorrow to that. All right, that's it. Just a recap of what went down. Oh, yeah, Guardians took 2 out of 3 from the Royals. That's great. They're 8-7. They're above 500. Good for them. We'll see if they can continue to play at least 500 baseball. If they do, they'll be in the running, I think, for the Central Division, because I think it's going to stink this year. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Again, tune into the Kenny and JT show Monday through Friday, 3 to 7 p.m. on 1480 AM WHBC, WHBC.com, or anywhere you find, the radio on those apps. You can pull us up and listen to us. Ask your smartphone, ask your smart device to play WHBC at 3 o'clock.